Good morning. I've arrived 9 o'clock last night, 2 hours sleep because my head was still in London. So 11 o'clock at night, it was 4 in the afternoon, and my brain did not want to go to sleep. So what's the big deal about playing golf in Thailand? Well, we'll talk about that as we go around. This is Loch Palm. There's the loch, or one of them. And as you'll see, there's about 1,000 palm trees round here, each one ready to grab your golf ball and give you a one-shot penalty. Let's look at the holes as I go round, and I'll tell you the difference between playing here and at home. Well, where should we start? Let's start with the tropical rain. So you get between 3.5 and 4.5 meters of rain in a year, which is enough to fill your bedroom up right to the ceiling. So despite a decent drive, I've only gone 229 yards. First drive of the day.
No bounce, no roll, just plugged. And this is why you've got to play forward. Now, it isn't every fairway. Some fairways are quite dry, but this is one of the soft ones. So we're left with a 9-iron on a short par 4.
Okay. Yeah, little one.
Well, the next difference is a caddy. And of course, a decent caddy like this, you can discuss about the line, and it can make a huge difference to your score. Not always to the good. There's an awful lot of new caddies out, and they aren't brilliant.
Right inside.
But the older ones,
A little bit down.
well, they really know what they're talking about. They know every blade of grass. The short par 5 doesn't play particularly short, especially with the way the water and the sand intrudes on the corner. If you let one go a little bit, it can be a struggle.
Bunker. Okay.
You see, it's not exactly a short par 5 now, is it? Got some more water to get over, a greenside bunker to avoid, and that's my second thin shot.
Yeah. Bad golf swing.
Now you've got the into the grain shot, the one that's very, very slow. It's very hard to comprehend that in one direction it is dog slow, and in the other direction you've only got to breathe on it, and it's going 10, 12, 15 feet past.
Yeah. Very slow.
It can be very difficult at times. The short par 4 interrupted by water. Now this is on a forward tee, so this is just the 4 hybrid. Because they have these little pimples as tees, you get moved around quite a bit. So what it says on the card isn't necessarily what you're going to get when you get to the tee box. I could have got a fair bit closer here, but I wanted a full shot.
Oh, a little left.
Because we're down by the lake, the ground is a little soft still
Okay.
after all the rain they've had. So I wanted a full shot. Now I've seen people doing aim point, and we've picked the correct line. I'm very happy with this line that the caddy has given me. But if you can't see the grain with your eyes, you're not going to see the grain with your feet. And if you get the grain wrong,
Hit it hard enough.
look how far the putt can go wrong. Slightly underhit, granted, but to turn away 3 feet on the grain shows you why you need a caddy, although they aren't perfect. But then, neither am I. That was interesting. After the par 5, my caddy says to me, "Slow down. You're playing too fast," which sometimes happens out here. It's so hot, you just want to play fast. Talking of tees, I'm back one here. That one's out of use, but this is the forced carry par 3 with no bailout. With that big bunker down the left, there's nowhere to chicken out. You simply have to play it over the water.
Long putt.
This is where a caddy really does earn her money. Giving you a line over something like this with a big hump in the middle of the green. All that grain to work out, all that slope to work out, and she's spot on. The tree in the fairway. Now we get these at home, but you seem to find an awful lot more of them in Thailand. All you had to do was miss it, Simon.
Simon, all you had to do was miss it. Alright, stay down on it. Okay, chip and a putt. Chip and a putt.
Well, I'm a long way past, and the reason I'm a long way past is a lack of rough. At home, I certainly couldn't have hit it this far. That means you've got to pick it pretty clean. I'm used to playing soft shots out of long grass. That is my skill. And another putt where we got the grain wrong. Or I did.
Wow.
But with this very short rough, you can end up a long way from the flag when you were expecting to be greenside. And then, as I say, you've got that difficult shot where you've got to pick it clean, which is difficult for me. It's not something I play a lot. Another short par 4 interrupted by water. This is quite common in Thailand, where they force you to take less club than you would really like for the length of the hole. And as you can see, there's all of these palm trees everywhere waiting to catch your ball. Now, I don't putt from the fringe at home because I'm not very good at it. I don't know how fast it's going to be. I don't know where it's going to bounce. Now that kind of jumps straight right. And as you can see down the grain, there's no particular way to stop it. And the greens here at Lock Palm are not the fast ones. Wait until you get to Blue Canyon and Red Mountain. That could have been 20 feet past. As I say, if you can't see it with your eyes, you're not going to see it with your feet. Aim point out here is completely worthless. After a stop at the drink stop, top up the goodies in the golf cart and have a short par 4. Interrupted yet again by water. Let's say this is a very common feature in Thailand. You can hit driver if you want, but there's not a lot of space for it. Two divots for the caddy. I had a good practice swing there just to make sure I could get down to the ball. And another example of what grain can do. On line, and then it just surfs away.
Oh, Simon.
Damn it.
Big number.
Waste areas. Now they'd like to put these in on par 3s just to make them slightly more interesting. None of that sand is actually in play.
Another left.
But it looks a little better than just grass all the way to the green. And again, a missed green, but I'm not in rough. I've got to pick it clean. But if you can play it right, you can spin it.
Okay.
If you play a decent golf ball, and if you can spin it, then you can hold it by the hole. The banana. You do come across these holes where you simply got to turn the ball very quickly.
Banana.
Fortunately, I can hit a banana. Let's talk handicaps. Well, there's no world handicap system out here. And a lot of the courses don't have a stroke rating or a slope rating. So I'm going to play off 5, which is the same number of shots as I get when I play the yellows at the Herefordshire. If I play any courses back, then I'll take 6, which is what I get off the whites.
One bad hole.
The redesign. Now, I played one course 5 different ways over the years. They keep messing about with it. In this case, the 17th green was right next to the course boundary. And they had to change it because balls were leaving the property. Now, I often say you can't play an English shot in Thailand. Sometimes you can.
Not enough right.
Nice birdie. Hey, happy.
No, too fast. Too fast for me.
The hazard-strewn par 5. So down the right we have a drainage ditch, we have jungle, we have out of bounds. Down the left we have 2 bunkers and then out of bounds. I'm aiming at the bunkers with the intention of missing them. A bit like that. Playing to my shot shape. The sensible thing to do. The next sensible thing to do off a downslope is put some loft in your hand and don't be greedy. We've got water to get over and 2 bunkers to miss. It's easier to do that with a reliable club. We're playing too aggressive. Just to wedge up to what I consider to be the most difficult green on the golf course. Not just the slope, but the grain too. And because I'm aware that this is a fast green, I mean, look at it, you can tell it's faster than all the others. I get afraid of this green. In fact, on my last trip, I don't recall making a 2-putt par. Now, this could well be my first 2-putt par.
Left inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Inside.
Okay.
Another banana hole. Only this time I'm just going to take the 3-wood and knock it safely down there, rather than taking the driver and having a bit of a gamble. Just on the downslope at the back of the bunker.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to come out low and release.
Good. Real short.
When you've had fast putts and you've now got an into the grain putt, it is so difficult to convince yourself to hit it hard enough. You see how it just pulls up, whereas when you're down the grain it just runs out. Another awkward par 5, OB all the way down the right of the hole,
One bunker.
and a slight double cross.
Other bunker.
Now this is a gamble. I should be chipping out over the bunker, but that's difficult enough as it is, so I thought I'd try for the gap.
Oh, it's out there anyway.
And it finishes out there anyway. I knew it would. If I got it wrong, I knew I'd be here. But as you can see, they're relaying this fairway. This is very early in the season when a lot of maintenance is done. So you do get some poor ground on occasion on different golf courses.
Too much? Yeah, too much.
It's going to end up in a bogey, but of course the fault was the double cross with the tee shot.
Not hard enough. Never mind.
The signature hole. A lot of courses have a signature hole. Usually a par 3, usually something that looks good in the brochure. I actually like this hole when the flag's over there on the left. And it's all carry over the water. Then it's fun. Nice little English chip and run. I do say you can't do that here, but on occasion you can. Number 16, this always plays back into the wind. It's a bit of a long hole. It's a bit of a stretch, even for a low figure golfer.
A little bit extra.
Now I'm running out of energy. I've hit that about 2 or 3 inches fat, and I had water to go over. So we're taking a penalty drop, and we've lost our first ball. See, this is a huge difference with water on your golf courses. Is that when you hit something fat or thin, you get away with it at home. You don't get away with it here. You lose a ball.
Yes.
Par 3, water on the right. Here we go.
Can't see it. I can't see it.
The 18th and the second part of the redesign. And a snap hook into the jungle. I don't know if you heard it, but it came down.
Car path.
It's not a good hole, this. I can't imagine what it played like when it was a par 5 finishing hole. With this very narrow bit, it's not really a good hole. And now I am truly out of energy. And as the man said, that's disgusting. But what do you expect? Jet lagged, overheated, not much sleep. Brilliant caddy. It's a shame I couldn't do everything that she asked of me. Now on this trip you are going to see a few gimmies. It's quite simply that I'm worn out, overheated,
My brain is bored.
lack of energy, headache. That's life. Ta-ra.